The sun. Our life-giver, our silent guardian, and yet, half of it has never been seen by human eyes. Every sunrise we witness, every golden glow we feel on our skin, comes from just one side, the side that faces Earth. But there's another half, one that always turns away, hidden in constant day. The far side of the sun. The forgotten hemisphere that guards its secrets behind an endless blaze of light. For thousands of years, humans have looked up, trying to understand the star that rules their world. Ancient astronomers tracked its path across the sky, worshipped it, feared it, even built monuments aligned to its power. Yet even today, in an age of satellites and space telescopes, we still cannot look directly at the sun's far side. It remains untouchable, unreachable, a cosmic mystery hiding in plain sight. The reason is simple and profound. The sun rotates once every 27 days, but as Earth moves around it, the same half is always turned toward us. Like a dancer twirling with perfect grace, it spins and spins, showing us only one face at a time. By the time it turns enough to reveal what was once hidden, days have passed, and the surface has already changed. Sunspots vanish, flares erupt, magnetic storms rise and fall. The sun's far side is a place of constant motion, and endless change. For centuries, we had no way of knowing what was happening there. Every solar flare, every eruption that began on the far side came as a surprise, its effects reaching Earth only after the invisible storm had already begun. Early astronomers could only guess, watching the edges of the solar disk and wondering what chaos lay beyond the curve. Then came a breakthrough, a new way to listen to the sun, rather than just watch it. Scientists discovered that the sun doesn't just shine, it sings. Beneath its fiery surface, waves of sound ripple and echo, bouncing through its immense body. These solar vibrations, called helioseismology, carry information from the far side to the near. Like an echo in a vast cave, these waves allowed us to map regions we could never see. For the first time, we could detect giant sunspots forming on the hidden half, warning us of the storms to come, but that wasn't enough. Humanity wanted to see. And so, in 2010, NASA launched the Solar Terrestrial Relations Observatory, 2 spacecraft, one leading Earth in its orbit, the other trailing behind. Together, they captured a complete 360-degree view of the sun. For a brief, glorious time, we saw everything, both sides, every storm, every flare, the full face of the star that made us. And in those images, the far side looked strangely familiar. The same boiling surface, the same magnetic scars, and yet, somehow, it felt different. Wilder. Less predictable. As if that unseen hemisphere carried the sun's truest chaos. Since then, technology has evolved, but so have the mysteries. Even with stereo, SOHO, and solar orbiter, we still can't watch the far side in real time. When it turns away, it slips once again into secrecy. We can only predict its behavior through models, sound waves, and echoes. The sun, despite all our science, keeps half its story hidden, and perhaps that's what makes it beautiful. Even our own star, the one that defines time, warmth, and life, refuses to be fully known. Behind its blinding light lies a world we may never completely understand. A place where magnetic monsters awaken, unseen flares reach across millions of kilometers, and energy builds quietly in the dark, waiting for the moment it turns back toward us. In the end, the far side of the sun reminds us that even the closest things in our universe can hold infinite mysteries. That half of every truth lies just beyond what we can see. If you've ever felt that quiet curiosity, that pull toward what hides just out of sight, stay with us here on Beyond Universe Show. Because the next chapter will take you even closer to the light, and to the hidden storms that shape the fate of our planet. The far side of the sun doesn't speak in words. It speaks in ripples, vibrations that roll through its molten heart like the breath of a living giant, and if you listen closely enough, the sun tells its story. Deep beneath that brilliant surface, pressure waves, sound waves, race through plasma 1,000 times denser than the air we breathe. They bounce, twist, and bend, sculpting invisible patterns across the star's interior. When they reach the surface, they make it tremble, just a little. Not enough for the eye to see, but enough for instruments to feel. These tiny pulses are the key. They let us hear the heartbeat of the hidden sun. This science, helioseismology, is the language of the unseen. It lets us read the far side without ever turning our eyes. By measuring how those waves stretch and shift, scientists can map dark sunspots forming on the far hemisphere. They can sense magnetic tempests brewing long before they appear on the visible face. It's as if we've learned to hear thunder before lightning even strikes, but even that wasn't enough. We wanted vision. We wanted the impossible, to see the unseen. In 2006, two small spacecraft changed everything. Stereo A and Stereo B, they were twins, two silent watchers launched into separate orbits around the sun. One moving ahead of Earth, one falling behind. As the months passed, they drifted apart, slowly giving us a new angle, a wider view, and then, something remarkable happened. For the first time in human history, both halves of the sun came into focus. The near side and the far side, united in one perfect image. It was breathtaking. A complete star, no longer half known. We watched solar flares rise, twist, and cascade around the entire sphere. We saw giant arcs of plasma bridging both hemispheres, storms that began on the far side and ended facing Earth. It was like watching a god breathe fire, and finally understanding the rhythm of its lungs. But time changes everything. After years of orbiting, one stereo probe drifted too far, and the perfect 360 degrees vision began to fade. Still, for that brief window, humanity had touched the impossible. We had looked behind the curtain of the sun, and the view changed us forever. Today, new explorers carry that legacy forward. ESA's solar orbiter, with its heat-shielded instruments and daring close passes, now captures glimpses of the sun's poles and its far-reaching magnetic fields. And NASA's Parker Solar Probe, the bravest of them all, flies closer to the sun than any machine ever built. It dives through the corona, where temperatures soar to millions of degrees, to taste the very wind that blows from the hidden half. Each mission brings us closer to understanding not only what lies behind, but why it hides. What scientists have found is astonishing. The far side isn't quiet, it's restless. Massive sunspots, sometimes larger than Earth itself, emerge and disappear within hours. Flares burst with energy that could power our entire civilization for thousands of years, and yet, when those storms rotate toward us, their effects are profound, disrupting satellites, knocking out power grids, even painting our skies with auroras that shimmer like cosmic brushstrokes. But the most haunting discovery is this: the sun's far side might hold the key to predicting our planet's future. By watching the patterns of magnetism build there, we can forecast the great solar cycles, 11-year rhythms that shape the sun's moods. When the far side grows active, we know what's coming: a new storm season, a new dance of light and danger. And maybe that's the quiet truth about the unseen half. It isn't just mystery, it's memory. A record of what was and a warning of what will be. So, the next time you feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin, remember, it's only half the story. Behind that golden comfort lies a realm of fire we rarely glimpse, a hidden engine sculpting the fate of every planet it touches. And even though we can't see it, we're connected to it, by magnetism, by gravity, by the fragile thread of light that makes life possible at all, because the sun, like the universe itself, reminds us of something timeless, that even the brightest light must keep some secrets, and those secrets are what keep us looking up. If you've felt that quiet wonder tonight, let it stay with you, because here on Beyond Universe Show, our journey never ends with what's visible, it begins with what lies beyond.